अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट, दिस इज़ योर टीचर मोहम्मद हसन and you are physics के concept with Mohammad Hassan YouTube channel. So now today's topic is dimension and it is very much important topic regarding physical quantities and fundamental and drive quantities. So starting with dimension, what is actually dimension is the dimension of a physical quantity is defined as the power to which the fundamental quantities are raised in order to represent that quantity. Or you can also say that the dimension tells us the involvement of physical quantity and its nature in any formula. So dimensions tells a physical nature of any quantity, either it is velocity or acceleration. If we are talking about velocity, so there the formula of velocity is a rate of change of displacement. So displacement is a vector quantity, it's a length, and time on the other hand is also other fundamental quantity. So with the help of this formula we can say that there are two fundamental quantities are involved in it. So dimension tells us that how many fundamental quantities are involved in any formula. Okay, so here you are seeing that the dimension of length is described as L. It is enclosed in a square bracket which is necessary to represent any dimension. So the dimension of time is described as T. The dimension of mass is as M. The dimension of electric current is described as A, and the dimension of amount of quantity or amount of substance can be described as mole, MOL, mole, which is enclosed in a square bracket. Adding further, dimension of temperature is Kelvin. Its SI unit of temperature is Kelvin, so its dimension is K, and it enclosed in a square bracket. And the dimension of luminous intensity is CD. Now see the student, the dimension of drive quantities as well, as we have discussed the dimensions of fundamental quantities. Now we are moving towards the drive quantities. So the dimension of velocity, as we know that the formula of velocity is displacement upon time. So displacement is length, it is represented by L, and time with T. So L over T, and if we inverse the T, it becomes LT inverse. So here individually they have represented the dimension of length and time. You can also combinedly write as LT inverse and enclose it into a bracket. Similarly for acceleration, it is the rate of change of velocity. So we know that velocity is equal to L over T and whole divided by T. So when it will become inverse, so T multiplied by T, it becomes T square. So the dimension of time acceleration will be LT inverse and enclose in a -2 enclose in a bracket. On the other hand, there is the dimension of force, which is we know that according to Newton's second law of motion, which is F is equals to ma. We know that. So mass is represented by m, and acceleration we have already elaborated its dimension, which is LT inverse -2. Here in this slide it is individually represented by the dimension of length and time. So you can, again I am saying that you can also combinedly represent LT inverse -2 in a single close bracket, curly bracket, a square bracket, sorry. So area, we know that its formula is length multiplied by breadth, so it becomes L square. Similarly volume, that is length into breadth into height, it becomes L cube. Density, it is this formula is mass per unit volume. So we already know that the dimension of mass and length, so it becomes M L inverse 3. So the dimension of pressure, the most important thing in dimension is that we must know about the formula. With the help of without the help of formula, we are not able to make the dimensions. So we must know about the formula. Okay, so the dimension the formula of pressure is force per unit area, and we have taken out the dimension of force already, MLT inverse -2. So area in the division, so it will cancel out the length, L square cancel out with L. So the numerator L, when it inverse, it becomes L inverse. So M L inverse T inverse -2, it is the dimension of pressure. So work, as we know that its formula is force into displacement. Force we have already taken out ML T inverse -2, and 1 L of displacement is multiplied by the original L, which is represented the length into the formula. So it becomes L square. So M L square T inverse -2. So it is the dimension of work. Okay, See that, student, as you are seeing that the speed, as the speed is the length over time, it is the distance over time, its formula, so it's a length and time as well. So dimension of speed is dimension of length, as we know, that is L, and the dimension of time, that is T. So we can rewrite this as LT inverse, and enclosing just into its square brackets, so it will represent the dimension. On the other hand, as acceleration is equals to velocity over time, and we have taken out the dimension of velocity, which is LT inverse divided by T, so that T will also be inverse. So minus 1 it becomes minus 2, because it's multiplying, so bases are same, and so power will be added, so the dimension will be T inverse minus 2, so it becomes LT inverse minus 2. Okay, they have not written here as individually. So on the other hand, force, as known as force according to Newton's second law of motion, is m into a, mass into acceleration. We have taken out the dimension of acceleration, which is LT inverse minus 2, and the dimension of mass, that is m, so it becomes mLT inverse minus 2. Dimensional analysis is the relationship between physical quantities by identifying the dimension of physical quantities. Means we can do the analysis of any physical quantities by just representing their physical their dimensions. These dimensions are independent of the numerical multiples and constant, and all the quantities in the world can be expressed as a function of the fundamental dimensions, students. So it's quite clear why we do dimensional analysis. Also the uses of the dimensions. So using the method of dimension called the dimension analysis, we can check, now it is the showing that what reason is behind why we use dimension analysis. So we can check the correctness of a given formula or an equation, and can also drive it. So we can drive it and also check the correctness of equation. We can also checking the homogeneity of physical equation. In order to check the correctness of an equation, we are to show that dimension of quantities on both sides if the equation is same, irrespective of the form of the formulas. This is called principle of homogeneity of dimensions. Okay, so driving possible formula, the success of this method for driving a relation of a physical quantity depends upon the correct guessing of various factors on which physical quantity depends. Means we can also drive the formula of any physical quantity if we know the dimension, or if we do not know the dimension and just only know the formula, so we can also drive its dimension. So these are some uses of dimensions, and I hope you like today's lecture. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel. Its name is Physics K Concept with Mohammed Hassan. I will provide my link into the description of this video, and you can also check the playlist of the chapter number 1. Today's chapter number 1 has been completed, and all of the videos are uploaded on my channel's playlist. So thank you very much, students, and I hope you liked today's lecture.